Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. See, having friends is the same thing. It's just like the dating game. At the end of the day, buys and tries. So at the end of the day, having friends is just like the dating game. And I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna be like, King 40, how is having friends just like the dating game? Easy. They're all using you. At the end of the day, your friends are not going to be there 20 years from now. At the end of the day, your friends don't have the same ideas. They don't have the same mindset as you. At the end of the day, you're trying to drive around in Bugattis. You're trying to drive around in Lambo Urises. You're not having sex. You're not casual dating. Friends, they're casual dating. They're still arguing with women. At the end of the day, a lot of your friends, a lot of you guys as friends, I hear they like to joke around with their friends, especially on social media sites too. They call you a bitch. I repeat, a lot of friends call their friends bitch. Listen, if a guy calls you a bitch, listen, he'll delete you. I repeat, if a guy calls you a bitch, listen, he'll delete you. At the end of the day, listen, the multi-millions is not for the flex. It's for the children. It's for safety. It's for the children, and it's to ensure safety. I repeat, the multi-millions is to ensure safety and for the children. At the end of the day, listen, this is a jungle. Play accordingly. At the end of the day, we're serious men. Having friends, listen, it's never gonna turn out good. Listen, all friends disrespect, either verbally or non-verbally. Listen. And if you let friends, listen, a lot of dudes out here are trying to be alpha males. Listen, they need betas around them. They need good guys around them. They need bad boys around them. Listen, they need other men around them. Listen, as a man, you should never need other men around you. I repeat, as a man, you should never need other men around you. Listen, at the end of the day, the male lion doesn't have other males around him unless they're his children. I repeat, the male lion doesn't have other males around him unless they're his seed. At the end of the day, what is the benefit of a friend? Your guys are wasting money that's taking from your future family. Listen, you could have went out to eat by yourself, 10 toes down. What do you need to talk? What is so fascinating about having another guy as your friend? He's not a multi-millionaire. He's not gifting you a yacht. He's not putting you in position. Listen, it's 2025. You can put yourself in position through the help of social media. Listen, at the end of the day, we're focused on getting in the best shape of our entire life. Listen, to go from the bottom to the top, listen, it's our job to get in the best shape of our entire life. Listen, at the end of the day, listen, we can't be focused on friends. Friends are all fake. Listen, they'll talk to guys, they'll talk to people that you don't talk to. Listen, friends play both sides. A lot of people are not where they want to be at in life because they still have friends, crab in a bucket, holding them back. Listen, if you're trying to retain your seed and go on a generational run, your friend, he's going to laugh at you. He's going to downplay you. He's going to, why you don't want to smash no chicks? Why you don't want to go back on these two-mans? Why you don't want to go on these double dates? Why you don't want to get no chicks? Why you don't want to come over and trap? Why you don't want to sell weed no more? We can get all the girls. Listen, they're leading you to jail. At the end of the day, a lot of people are wolves. You have to see this. Survival 101. Listen, stop having friends. Listen, you don't have real friends. Listen, do not feel bad. Go on a generational run. At the end of the day, listen, we have manners. We're gentlemen. We're nice guys. But at the end of the day, They think a nice guy is just a pushover. At the end of the day, listen, what do you think the buys and tries are for? Listen, at the end of the day, we're nice because we're godly men. But at the end of the day, listen, my phone about to die. I repeat, at the end of the day, my phone about to die. But listen, we still don't got friends. Listen, we gonna have 7 different iPhones just to record content. It's not to answer phone calls. Listen, besides the Uber luxury Lyft driver, the black SUV driver, our valet, listen, Mom Dukes, at the end of the day, we're not answering phone calls for anybody. That's the beauty part about being an introvert. When you're an introvert, it teaches you boss skills, leadership skills, one-on-one. Because friends, they crabs in a bucket to each other. At the end of the day, when you're by yourself 10 toes down, that displays leadership. You're your own leader. You trust in your own leadership to not have friends, to be 10 toes down, and you still think you're going to be a multi-millionaire. Listen, that's real leadership. At the end of the day, 10 toes down. Listen, a lot of people tell you need friends and all this status stuff. Listen, it's all rooted in homosexuality. I repeat, it's all rooted in homosexuality. They want you to have friends. Listen, you don't need to be around these guys. Listen, if you want to roll up and smoke a joint, smoke it by yourself. You don't need friends. Friends for what? You guys need an extra opinion? What do you need, a backup dancer? At the end of the day, listen, no friends. Listen, like Drake said, no friends in the industry. Listen, at the end of the day, no friends. These are just people you can call up to waste time with. Listen, your friends are going to lead you down a dark hole because friends have low self-esteem. At the end of the day, you can't hang out with the Royals' children. At the end of the day, why would you allow your children to hang out with friends? Listen, why would you have friends? Listen, at the end of the day, what are you going to call each other up and talk down on other people? At the end of the day, you can talk to YouTube, create content. Listen, everybody is focused on the wrong thing, including people who have friends. They're all trying to fit in. They're all skinny, fat, or they're all obese. At the end of the day, listen, friends is a bad idea, a bad investment. Listen, I learn from other people's mistakes so I don't have to make those mistakes myself. A lot of friends, they'll delete you. I repeat, YouTube friendly, a lot of friends, they will delete you. At the end of the day, if you get $1 million, if you run up the M's and they don't have $1 million, listen, they'll feel like you owe them. A lot of people who are friends and have friendships, they believe that people owe them. Listen, nobody owes you. You owe yourself. I repeat, you owe yourself and your future children, your future family. That's who you owe. Your future mother of your child. You owe your future wife a pink Lambo yours. Listen, you owe your future assistants G-Wagons. At the end of the day, you owe your future children mansions and real estate and not complaining. You owe your future children strength. I repeat, you owe your future children strength. Listen, all of these people are trying to tear you down, including friends. Friends will disagree with you even if you have a multi-million-dollar. Listen, you can have a multi-million-dollar idea. Your friends will discourage you and tell you, no, I don't think it's going to work. Listen, at the end of the day, don't have friends. Listen, be an introvert. We're really on a generational run. We don't have time to ha. Listen, we can do that by ourselves. At the end of the day, monk mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, stay 10 toes down. Stay 10 toes down. Listen, God got you. And if you know God got you, you don't need friends.